James, the guys have been back for a couple of days now, the senior group. How are they looking out there?
Yeah, good. We had our 2K time trial yesterday, which the guys did very well in. Most of the guys got better times than we expected, which is great. And really our first skills session with the senior guys was today. And yeah, they're kicking the ball well, moving well. It wasn't a taxing session, but it was still good to see, the senior guys out there kicking the ball and running around.
You touched on that 2K time trial. We saw Stance up there amongst the leaders, Trav Collier and David Zaharakis. I guess, do you get much of an indication on sort of how they've been looking after themselves over the break, or sort of what do you gauge out of that?
Yeah, look, there's obviously the 2K tests, there's their skin folds, the way they lift, their speed tests, which actually give us a good indication of their baseline going into the pre-season, which indicates how they've sort of come back in the condition they're in, and we're extremely happy with the condition of all our players. And so we're ready for a big pre-season. I just think it gives an opportunity to get straight into the football rather than have to get guys fit, which perhaps happened 5-10 years ago.
A few fresh faces we saw out there today, Adam Cooney and James Gwilt and these guys. How have you found Jonathan Giles? How have you found they've sort of joined in the group since they've started at the club officially?
Yeah, Jonathan, Adam and James have fitted in really well. I mean, it's only been 3 days for them, but already you can see they found some people to talk to. They are moving around training pretty easily, and look, they're all experienced players, so it's not as though they don't know how to play the game. It's just more getting them used to the way we play and getting to learn all the names of all the players. But so far I've been very impressed.
It's a fair way out from the start of the season, but I guess Jonathan's an interesting one with Paddy leaving. And do you see how important you see his partnership with Tommy Bell-Chambers next year? Yeah,
very, very important. I think you always want that opportunity to be able to play two ruckmen. I think both those guys are quite mobile and can take a mark and play forward. So you need ruckmen who can play forward. Obviously, you don't want to rest them on the bench for too long. So yeah, Jonathan and Tommy, it'll be great to see them get that partnership. And Joey will play a little bit in the ruck as well.
James Gwilt, there's been a bit of talk about whether he'll play back or forward, sort of in the media lately. Do you see him playing back or forward, or where do you see him playing?
Play both, I think. Yeah, I think we want the luxury to be able to play players at both ends of the ground. Flexibility is important in this competition, and so I see him playing, both roles. He's obviously pretty good at both of them. He made his mark at St Kilda as a backman, but of recent years he's played some good forward games as well.
We see the guys slogging it out at the moment, and the senior guys were doing skills. Will they sort of join, the two groups will join together in the next few days?
Yeah, so Friday will be the first time they really come together as a group. I think what happened with the different start dates means you have to be careful with the way they come back and prevent injuries. So Friday will be our first group session back, and it'll be a good skills session. In
the lead up to Christmas, there's still a focus on fitness as well as getting the skill working?
Yeah, I think everything. I think you've got to make sure your players have got a base fitness they can get through the season with. You want to teach them the game plan, not that it's changed too much, and make sure their skills are up to certain levels. So, we've got a lot of improvement to do as a team. We obviously made the finals last year, but we want to do better than that. And the guys are pretty committed to getting all parts of their game better.
James, thanks for your time today.
Thank you very much.